you for joining. I'm going to get the cards reset here and take a moment since it is a live recording today. Okay. So this is a live reading. It is a collective reading. So please be mindful if you are in the chat that this is a general reading for the collective. Okay. I do not answer questions in the chat necessarily. All right. So if this is not the reading for you, feel free to exit. No worries. Okay. But if you are feeling the energy today, as I am, then please continue to stay tuned while we get this going. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Spirit Halloween tarot card deck that I got at the Spirit Halloween store last year. You guys, 50% off the day after Halloween. And that particular store location, they're reopening it for this year. They have signs up. I was just over there. There's a grocery store next door. I had to get. I just got back from a quick trip out of town, so I had to get a couple things from the store before I do like a massive, grocery haul, right? I saw some signs on the window there that said they were hiring. So, why not use that Spirit Halloween deck? And this is also a regular 78 card deck, you guys. So, we'll see what are the messages today, please, for this collective. There's been lots of things swimming about. There is a full moon coming up soon. You may have been starting to get things revealed to you. Okay. If that hasn't happened yet, it's coming. All right. So be mindful of that. Okay. I'm gonna do just a little tiny. Let's see. I think that this was kind of burning my Palo Santo, but I just want to give it a quick. In case I use some of these other cards here. So, I can't remember if this was the one. This one smells pretty good. There's one I got that was like the last time I was in Arizona. There was I drove down to Tucson, and they have like an old mission there that you can go into. They do hold church there, mass there as well. When you have to go to these, or when you do go to tourist areas, just be mindful, right, and respectful. But also they had like a little market there and some vendors, and talked about the Tejano tribe and Indian Nation and stuff there. So it was pretty cool. So hello in the chat. Again, please be respectful of others. Please pay attention to your comments so that you don't get removed. If I see something, you will be removed. And I like to keep the chat open for people so that they can communicate during this reading, okay? So don't ruin it for other people, folks, right? If you are in the chat, also please do give us a like. So what is the message that we have today for the collective? I think I'm just going to do a quick spread, even though this is a full moon coming up. I want to kind of keep it simple, and part of that is just, a lot of times we get a lot of these messages where folks try and gaslight us into things, and really, they talk and talk and talk, but the message is just very clear and simple, okay? So that's also something that I was reading and meditating on for today's date out of this book. If y'all are readers or like stuff like this, please do go check it out. I got this at a local bookstore. The author, this is what the author's looks like. I can't, so anyway, if you're into that. So let's get started here. First card, please. The Four of Cups. Ghoul. In the past energy. So what are you saying goodbye to here? Do some of you feel haunted, or is somebody being haunted by you? You know what is so funny? I went on this trip and I saw like somebody that I, like briefly dated at the airport, and I'm like, really? Five of Swords, Angel. Interesting. So this person collective may have not necessarily treated you correctly, or they could have lied to you. They could have made up all sorts of things. They could have made up things about you, but really they see you as like an angel, an angelic like figure. So this could be what is haunting them, right? This Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is usually about, not appreciating what we have right in front of us, right? And always off into the distance, we're looking at, the party that never happened. You're always looking at, the grass is always greener over there, right? Well, then you get over there and it's like, yeah, what happened to my angel that I had, right? Well, when you lie to her or him, right? An angel can be this doesn't have to have a gender, right? But just, that's I'm thinking of that Aerosmith song right now, you guys. That you're my angel, come and save me tonight. You're my angel, right? All right, let's see. What is in the future position here? Ooh, the Four of Pentacles. This card always gives me the creeps, you guys. I mean, look at it. It is the Spirit Halloween deck, just so. Do you know there's something called Summerween as well? There's some communities that celebrate Summerween. Anyway, the Four of Pentacles, you are, I would say, more focused on your stability. And the thing is, I don't think that this person can provide it to you. Okay? It's as simple as that. Let's go, what's in the outcome, please, for this collective today? Again, we do have a full moon coming up next weekend, so it may be a good time for you to cleanse your crystals. You can do that with, using like some sage, folks, or just setting them out, right, on a windowsill in the moon, okay? I guess my angel is on vacation, somebody said, yeah. The Temperance card, Sea Nymph. So the Temperance is about patience. So if you are waiting on your angel, they are coming, okay? Again, this is, a female figure here, but your angel could, appear in the form of, a masculine figure as well. Short story, I had just moved to the town I was living in. I was going to college at the time. I didn't have a lot of money. I was driving, a used car and, all those things. And my radiator busted, or I don't, this is how I don't know all the intricacies of this car. Anyway, the radiator popped or something. And then, a complete stranger stopped by and he ran to the parts store, got me a new cap and filled it up with water. He did all of this stuff, and I think he might have gave me his phone number afterwards, you know what I mean? But he wasn't creepy. It's just, sometimes that angel does appear, right? It doesn't always have to be that romanticized angel, right? But it would be awful nice, right? I think some of you are saying right now. Temperance is also Sagittarius, so that's fire energy. We do have, Leo season coming up very soon here, probably about the time this full moon hits, really. So that could be part of this shift that you guys are experiencing. Okay, I wanted to flip out, but let's keep going. I really want you guys to get the clearest message I can deliver possible today, okay? Yeah. Okay, that's too many. Top two, thank you. King of Wands, Anubis, and the Eight of Pentacles. Again, that fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So this is that masculine energy, right? The king. So if you are masculine energy, you may be seeing somebody as, is there one that got away from me, or is it you had to let somebody go because they made you feel like a zombie, The Eight of Pentacles is traditionally, I would say, something you're very hardworking and you have a lot of things going for you. But, sometimes when people get wrapped up into partnerships, somebody else takes advantage of that, right? So if you are somebody who looks good and you are a King of Wands, you could have been taken advantage of. right, in the past. So so if this person is a feminine energy coming after you, like Gollum, you know what I mean? And you're trying to tell this person, like looking at my finger right here, like RIP, like it's dead, it's over. You know what I mean? And they're like, give me one more chance. You know, like, and you're like, look, I'm trying to focus on, you know, what I have going for me, not what you can try and manipulate out of me, right? Like, it's not about that anymore, right? It's not about this fantasy world of things that aren't really real, right? Okay. Um, and that's the thing too, is that when people get into these complicated situations, the karmics want you to believe that because that's how they operate. They want you to operate in that kind of normal. And here's the problem about some of these karmics is that they really do know better. Okay. But it's easier for them to try and manipulate people, and that's why they do it. Okay. They just don't want to do the work. All right. They, yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on now. Let's get some clarification on this Five of Swords, this angel here. So, you know, this too is kind of like, you guys, you know, yeah, so maybe somebody lied to you, right? And it hurt, right? But this is like reminding you not to let somebody break your spirit, right? Don't let them take away from you the gifts that you possess are inherent to you, no matter your status, no matter what you look like. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in the age of the internet, you know, it used to be like beauty magazines were the things that, you know, kind of lied to us. Now we have, you know, filters and all these things, right? Lying to us, taking away from our natural beauty, our natural essence of who we are, right? Wanting us to believe all these lies about ourselves. Okay? So, clarifying that, please. I feel like that was quite clarified, so. The Four of Swords, Vampire, and the Six of Pentacles. So, yeah, I feel like somebody definitely had, you know, their sights maybe set on you. You know, there was some misaligned energies, some imbalance, okay, I think is the proper way to say that. And they could have sucked so much out of you that you literally like are like feeling lifeless, okay? For some of you, that may be in the form of depression, right? Because you're like, look, I did everything for this person, and what did they leave me with? This lifeless corpse of a body, right? But yet look at how young and beautiful she's supposed to be, right? Okay. But, you know, he's over here happy as a clam, like, no problems, no problems. Why is that? That's because there was an imbalance here, okay? Because this is supposed to be the Six of Pentacles, but it's a spider, all right? And a spider has 8, so that's 2 more than 6, okay? Do you understand the imbalance here? It's the metaphor is very strong, and wow. And what's really funny, collective, is that sometimes these karmic energies come in. I don't like to focus too much on the karmic energies, but they come into these readings and they think that I'm going to actually say something to you that's going to, they want me to try and trigger you saying things, and I'm not going to say those things. So, yeah, anyway. The Four of Pentacles, let's clarify, because again, you are, yeah, again, this is an imbalance, and that's why you're focused on this stability, okay? It might not look like the easiest thing to do, right? Balancing on your tail with your hands up, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're picking this stuff off the vine, and you're like, look, I'm working here, right? I ain't got time to be caught up in your web and be zapped of all my energy, right? By your lies, by what it and whatever it was for. Does anybody really understand, why people lie? Three of Swords, alien. Yeah, for some of you, this may be an alien type of concept. You may be more of a truthful type of person. And what then happens is you kind of get your heart broke, right? Because other people, like I said, they don't want to do the work. It's easier for them to manipulate because they've seen how they can manipulate good people, and they are totally fine with doing it. Yes, these people exist, unfortunately. And what we need to understand is that just because they're treating you that way doesn't mean that you deserve to be treated that way, right? So we're going down the road feeling bad, not going to be treated that way. Thank you very much. Can we get look at that, King of Cups. So you could be this masculine energy that is kind of like a compassionate person, a caring person, wanting to help people. You know what I mean? Like you see your neighbor's tree branch down, you're like, oh, hey, do you need some help with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, maybe they got it, but that's just kind of the type of person you are, right? And then again, somebody sees that, because often those people are very successful, right? And they see, oh, well, I can, like when they say I have this person by the bulls, right? Well, she literally has them by the head right here, okay? It's like you're gonna do what I want all the time, and somebody wasn't having it that way. And I feel like that was you, collective, and that's when you decided to step into your energy here and perhaps transform yourself into something unrecognizable. Okay. I'm also going to say this for some of you. This isn't for all of you, but for some of you. Okay. So if you are a feminine energy, you may be, resonating with this card, feeling like somebody zapped all the energy out of you, right? I heard, especially if you've been through breastfeeding. Anyway, I'm not a mom like that, so I wouldn't know. But anyway, but it's like this. It's like there's a drama here. Okay, this person, like I said, for some of you masculines, this person, because of this imbalance, this person may make dramas all the time. There's always like some drama, like, oh my gosh, my car's not running, I have to get to work in 20 minutes ago, can't you give me a ride right now? And then they get angry with you when you can't, and you're like, look, whoa, you know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And this is kind of why he's like happily like resting in his coffin, like, I'd rather be dead than talk another minute with this drama queen over here. Okay? It's like, yeah, she might look good, but once you get caught up in that web, right? Is it worth that? Missy Elliott asks, is it worth it? Let me work it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, right? Okay. And if your thing ain't getting flipped down, reversed, and whatever, maybe you need to be looking for a new thing. I'm just saying, because that's an imbalance. All right? It's not a one-way street out here, folks. It's just not. And I would say the sooner people learn that, the better, because, karmic lessons do come about. All right? And at a certain point, sometimes these masculines have to stand up and say, look, and that might be, kind of showing your ugly side. Maybe this person has made you upset, where it's like, why am I being treated this way? And you're just finally like, look, I'm done with it, right? And you're like, I'm moving forward towards, love here with the King of Cups, which again is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. All right, so has your patience paid off? Wow, judgment here on the Temperance. So I think so. I think some of you are literally calling judgment on these situations. You're like, look, I know I'm a good person. I know I got, I know I have, that's why narcissists come after successful people, right? Because they know they can just sponge off of them, right? And their hard work because, typically they can find somebody that for some reason is okay with an imbalance, right? And, you know, at one point in time for some of you, an angel literally spoke to you. Maybe this could have come in a dream as well and said, look, you deserve a lot better. This could have even been a friend. You know what I mean? This could just be an observer. This could be the clerk at Walgreens looking at you like, really? Like you're with that punk? Or really, you let her talk to you that way? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay? So, let those who are worthy pass, right? And the thing is you don't have to pass this. You're on the other side already, collective. It's the karmics that are on the outside here that are going to have to face this three-headed dog, right? And only those with the faith and love and, right? Okay. I think you're getting it. So please do be patient as that kind of plays out. And that's part of what the illusion that's going to start fading with this full moon. Okay. That's how it's going to appear, like a shedding of skin. Okay. So that shedding of skin, literally snakes. The snakes in your life they're going to be exposed in the grass where they've been hiding, and their little snaky bodies, reptilian bodies, are no longer going to be hiding what they are, right? So Knight of Wands, Hanuman. Looks like a part monkey, part man, but not a flying monkey. Thank God, right? But now, Knight of Wands is a very flirtatious energy. So there could be some people coming in, seeing like, ooh, this person, you know what I mean? Like they see the confidence, they see the love, they see the success, and so they're like, I want to get in on that, right? But remember, one monkey doesn't stop the show, so don't be getting tied up too much with the Knight of Wands. Understand? Okay, that's my warning. Overall energy, yeah, 9 of Cups, Kraken. Exactly. Who can get past the Kraken? Release the Kraken! Have mercy. Have mercy, baby. All right, let's get, oh my goodness. We're going to go ahead and jump in to, the cue cards. Because people say the darndest things, don't they? I got to make some more, guys. It's just lots going on recently. Please do check out my Ophelia's Band channel for some singing and guitar performance by yours truly, if you are into music and enjoy that sort of thing. And again, please do like the video or subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying these messages, okay? And when you do, like the video and participate, kindly with others in the chat and things like that, then I am able to tap in better to get messages that are going to serve you guys, okay? So that's just kind of how it works over here, all right? Shoot. I feel like somebody likes to do the limbo, or they're seeing how low they could have taken you. Yeah. Can we get away together? Who is that? Is that the person that's seeing you, seeing you having a good time, right? Like I said here, somebody like this Knight of Wands, or is this you, collective, you found, your angel and you're like, I know who this person is. I want to be, with that person. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Okay, I'm reading both sides of the energy here. Okay, and you know, if you are familiar with spiritual journeys, you do understand that we must embrace both our light and dark side. Okay. Most religious figures in history have done so. And if you're not aware of that, I would encourage you to study up as I have. So don't come on this channel and try and tell me what I don't know, okay? Because I have degrees in the stuff, all right? So, anyway, moving on, okay? Because I don't want to be like that during this reading for the people that are enjoying it, okay? Why are you so thirsty? Okay. You might be saying this to somebody, especially this Knight of Wands. But for some of you, I feel like collective, this person is going to be quenching your thirst. So if there is a Sagittarian in your energy, you may be seeing them as very beautiful. You know, could be a fire sign as well. Somebody that is that you see on the other side of this fight. Okay, somebody you see in the peaceful zone with you, right? Okay. It's weird too here on this Knight of Wands. It's like he's flying over the water. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird? Because of this being a fire sign. And then on the Temperance card as well, it shows sea nymph. So, again, this is my Spirit Halloween deck, guys. So this is a little bit, you know, different than some of the regular tarot decks out there. So I like to show you guys the cards too, because, you know, there may be a visual message in there for you versus things that I am able to say, okay, through the channeling. All right. So please take that as it resonates as well. And, you know, if it's not the message for you today, don't sweat it. It's just not your message. Okay. I can be very jealous and possessive. Okay. Well, I think we saw that here. I mean, literally. So collective, if you were around this person, you were like decided to cut it loose. Yeah. Is that a song by Loverboy? Don't you turn me loose, turn me loose. It's like I'm gonna do it my way, no way at all, right? Yeah. And I feel like collective, you found within yourself the strength to fight this, okay? It's like, it wasn't about the commitment. It was about the way the commitment was being handled, right? It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like, oh, well, you don't want to be married. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be married to that. You know what I mean? Like, or that type of controlling person, right? You know, okay, so that's what I'm kind of getting out of that. So that could be a reason, collective, that a lot of you have moved on from whatever relationship that was imbalanced for you, okay? That was taking the life out of you. You have no boundaries. Yeah, this vampirish energy here where it's just like, you know, he's like, look, I'm trying to sleep. And she's like, oh, well, you know, I need this and I need that. Right? Or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. Okay? It's like, dude, you know, I gotta do my vampire and stuff over here right now. You know, like, you know, can you take a minute? You know? You guys seen that? Like, it's like a comedy show about the vampires or something. You know, like, they're like, you know, sitting in their kitchen, you know, it's just, you know, doing these, you know, day-to-day things that you're like, I didn't think of like a vampire and, you know, those type of folks would be doing that. You know, that's kind of what this is saying. And these boundaries, collective, may have hurt you on a deep level, okay? And that's why these messages have been coming through to you. These could be from spirit guides, these could be from your ancestors, these could be from strangers, okay? These could be from dream messages. These could come through in a reading. You may have had a personal reading, or, you know, like maybe you're, you know, people got all these personalized license plates, or maybe the light turned green at the time you were thinking of such and such. These are the kind of messages, okay, that are coming through to push you, all right, back into your angelic nature, okay, so that you can be okay, right, being like, you know, like, hey, I am a tough guy, but I do have a big heart, right? That kind of thing. So let's see what else. Let's do Moon Moss. I want you to meet my friends. So if this is a King of Cups collective, or if you are this King of Cups, I feel like whoever you have your sights on, yeah, wow. And that's maybe the reason that you want some kind of serious relationship with this person, okay? But you know, if for some reason things don't go well, right, you got to put them in the rear view mirror, and you know you're 9 of Cups, okay. I feel like though, collective, some of you are feeling tired of being 9 of Cups. That's why it's a stormy sea here with the Kraken. All right, it's kind of like, look, when is it my turn? I feel like some of you are saying that. When is it my turn? Yeah, how will my future husband be? Where will I meet him? Somebody says in the chat. That's kind of what I feel like some of you are saying. Look, I feel pretty good in like maybe my career, with some of my family, with some of my friends, but you know, where is this person? Because they're not around right now, right? And that is why, you know, in the outcome here, we have the Temperance, which is patience, because it's like, yes, they are coming. Okay. But, you know, if you're not willing to stand there with yourself first, is anyone else going to stand with you? Right? You know, you may have to ask yourself that kind of thing. Right? And maybe, you know, it's one of those things where somebody promised you a lot and then they delivered little, and it ended up, you know, having that imbalance. Okay. So, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. We have, you know, our new moon already this month, and during the Cancer astrological season. Okay. So if for some of you, you are concerned about a split for some reason, you know, maybe there's kids involved and things like that. It says here you and your loved ones are safe. Make sure you have a safe place to go. There are also resources you can call, like local authorities, if you need to make sure somebody is present so nobody gets out of hand, okay? Confidence is your key to success. Again, new moon, Leo. So for some of you, these manifestations are starting to come through. Okay, so here's this, you know, King of Wands. This is Leo energy coming through with Anubis. You know, somebody standing up and saying, look, I know that you promised me all these things, all this fulfillment, but, you know, kind of what it ended up with was me feeling like you were just using me, right? So, you know, you've already said that. Confidence is your key. You're speaking the things that you deserve, right? You're speaking on the things that you desire. You're speaking on the things that you want. You're speaking on the things that you're manifesting. Okay? And that's what your new moon is for. Okay? What else do we have, please? Woo! Wow. The end of a tough cycle approaches. What was that? I can't remember. This is the I want you to meet my friends. So maybe for somebody, they've been having a hard time coming to you with this. You know, maybe that's kind of the end of a tough cycle. That it's like the communication is going to open up for someone. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm getting the Judas Priest. I was just playing it earlier today. Like you got another thing coming, right? Yeah, because you're like, look, I'm focused on my stability. I'm focused on, you know what I mean? And like maybe it's like, okay, so if you're gonna be, you know, around me, you know, this is my friend, blah, blah, blah. You know, you need to know this about me type thing. So, this is really, okay, I'm gonna keep going, guys. Sorry, it's getting a lot right now. It's a little overwhelming. Which I might have to do some more readings for the full moon, guys. That's typical of me. I'm very sensitive to full moon energy. I have a lot of water in my chart for being a fire sign, quote unquote. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Again, we are having a full moon in about a week. Okay. Maybe for some of you, this could be like, you know, a partnership finalizes being undone. You know, it could be where you end up communicating here your needs. Okay. And it's like, I know who the person is. I know, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah. So you're speaking these things into manifestation, and then it's like you're seeing the results, right? So then it's like, you know, it's like, well, okay. So this part of the book already happened, and then this chapter, and then this chapter, right? And it's like all these things that you thought were going to happen are like starting to fall into place, right? And then it's like you get into the final chapter, right? And I'm not saying of, you know, like life in general or anything like that, but, you know, it could be a smaller segment of a story, right, that you're manifesting for yourself. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio, yeah, because not all of your stories are going to be the same, right? You know, some relationships start, you know, on better feet than others, right? And how they turn out. But that doesn't mean that you can't have other relationships that are full, okay? I feel like this also goes with the Scorpio here. I can be very jealous and possessive. So that could be something, again, that collective, if you thought for some reason that translated to somebody caring about you, right? You know, release the mistakes you made, okay? And let yourself move into the next cycle, okay? I think a lot of times that scorpionic energy, and if you have water in your chart and things like that, you can be very hard on yourself. Emotion, because of the depth of feeling, right? And that's part of this here, this angel that's appearing, that's saying, look, you know, yeah, you want to go and carry that negativity around, well, see how that affects your health. You know, do you think that's really good for you? Maybe you need to work on it. You know, for some of you, that could even, you know, be needing to go see a counselor or something. I mean, there's no shame in that. Your hard work is paying off again. The Capricorn sign, so that's twice here. Yeah, I feel like definitely for some of you, this situation, whatever you had with possibly a karmic feminine, was very imbalanced. They did not really value your time, your energy, your efforts. They wanted to be a hanger-on in a way. Don't let pride get in your way. So if you've been afraid of looking a certain way in order to manifest what you want, like, I don't know, there's a song called Ain't Too Proud to Beg. You might want to check it out. And when I worked in the corporate world, we used to say beg, borrow, or steal. There was no shame in that game for a lot of folks. So, you know, because sometimes that's what it takes to get the job done, right? Okay. And a little side note of that, talk about beg, borrow, or steal. One of my grandmothers growing up, they didn't have much of anything, like to the point where they had to, like one of her brothers had to go and like steal a chicken from like the neighbors, you know, so they could eat. Anyway. Because they were just kids, you know what I mean? I don't really know much about the parents and what they were doing, but around that time, that was likely during the Great Depression also, when people didn't have much of anything. Anyway, I am going to go ahead, since this reading is going so long, why not? And the full moon is coming up, and if you do only watch one full moon reading, and it's this one, maybe this is it. I'm going to get you some animal oracle cards, okay? If you are in the chat, please do like the video or subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe and don't want to miss any uploads or lives, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified by a push notification to your phone or your email, okay? So what do we have else for the collective? Focusing on this upcoming full moon. Old Soul, Black Jaguar, one of my faves. I love that. I love this card. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Yeah. And that's why people have wanted to possess what you have and turn you into their little zombie. You know? Their little puppet, right? You ever see that movie, Lords of Dogtown? And the one kid, like, this is all true story and stuff, and one of the kids gets offered, like, an endorsement for, like, a toy, and he, like, says the words for this commercial, but he hates it so much, it, like, just goes against everything that he, like, kind of believes in. It's that kind of, He knew that he was being milked in that moment. But at the same time, he knew why he needed to do it. It was weird, right? So some of you could have done some of these things out of a feeling of duty, honor, a feeling of debt for some reason. But I would say that anyone ghoulishly appearing to you, you don't owe them a debt of nothing, okay? Because really, they would literally work you to the grave, okay? And I know this because I've seen it. I've seen family members do this to other family members in my own personal family, okay? And if your own blood will do it to you, you don't think a stranger will? So I hope for nobody out there that that's the wake-up call that they're getting. You know what I mean? I hope I'm not the one that has to break it to you. But in that case, if you don't have any boundaries, it's time to start setting some, right? Loon, intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Like the Judas Priest I was channeling earlier, right? My life, and I'm gonna live it up. I don't know all the lyrics, so it's hard for me to sing that one. Anyway, trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Yes. That is part of this imbalance, okay? So for some of you, this could have even been in a work type of arrangement, this imbalance, okay? Where it's like, look, yeah, I'm willing to work hard, but I need, I need my own time, everybody else has a partner, where's mine? And why don't I get to go and find that, right? But everybody else gets to? F you, right? Here's another story. Damn, I can't believe this fucking bitch. Okay. I was thinking of this woman earlier today, and I'm like, ooh, man, if that comes out in the reading. So anyway, Um, this woman thought that she could buy me. She was going through like a divorce at the time or something, and was, you know, just consuming lots of alcohol, running around town with whoever. And you know, we, you know, kind of bumped into her a couple times at, you know, some local spots, because I'm a musician and I play out at times. And one of the times she came with me to one of these places, she, like, I was wearing like a straps, and she tucked money, and she's like, I could buy you. This is after I drove her ass to this place, right? She took money in here and said, I could buy you. And I said, I'm not for sale. And I looked at the lady who was behind the bar, who happened to own the establishment, and I, you know, and she kind of looked at me. Out of respect for that woman, I don't start no more stuff with this person. But after that, it's like, wow, it's like, what kind of human being says that to another human being? And get this, she's a doctor. Yeah, she's in the medical field, and she said that to me. I could buy you. I don't want to see a doctor like that. Ever. Okay? I'll pay out of pocket and go somewhere else. So, like I said, emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Mm-hmm. Recognize that you are unique. Yeah. Yeah. Later, she ended up going out and like playing some music around town and stuff, and ironically singing some of the songs from my band's set list. How original and unique. Anyway, I mean, like, really, you got a copy off of another cover band? Y'all! But they do. But they do. And they will. Because, like I said earlier, it's easier than them doing the work. It's easier for them to be a copycat. That's why they're karmics. Bison, abundance. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Yes. Yes. People who aren't greedy, right, understand what abundance actually is. Because there's a lot of wealthy people out there that don't think they have a lot. They actually have a scarcity mindset. But somebody else could look at them and say, wow, they're rich. Wow, look at the car they drive. Wow, they can afford all those kids. Wow. You know what I mean? Like all these things, right? So again, collective, I feel like you understand this, and your hard work is paying off in that sense. Where you understand abundance, you understand confidence, you know how to get what you want, and you know how to be stable about it and stand on business and not let people jerk you around wherever they want, even though you only might be standing on your tail. Okay? All right, now I'm getting the Mariah Carey Hero song. So for somebody, I really feel like there is this like King of Cups energy that is admiring you or wants to express themselves to you. If you're a masculine watching this reading, I feel like this could be you heavily in this reading, okay? Wanting to express out how you feel about somebody, okay? And that being part of your confidence, right? Okay? And maybe you are this old soul. Maybe that, yes, okay? Eagle, mastering. Yeah, last card. Last card of the reading. Okay. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. And on the bottom deck, we have Hummingbird here, Miracles, which I was just out in the country not long ago. I got to be entertained by the many hummingbirds on property. All right, guys, that is what I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, again, and if you were in the chat, please do like the video or subscribe to the channel. It helps pass the messages around. And until next time, please do manifest wisely. And hopefully I'll join you soon for another full moon reading. If not, please do check out some of the other readings on my channel. They are both under the live tab and the videos tab. But I do try to post as soon as I release a video to the community tab. So check it out. And until next time, manifest wisely. Bye bye.